Attention Yankees fans. The latest games have shown that not everything is under control. Injuries at crucial moments and unexpected lineup changes are testing the team's strength and strategy in this final stretch of the season. If you want to follow every play, every decision, and every impact on the path to the playoffs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because here you won't miss a single detail of this thrilling journey. Let's move on to today's first news. Yankees fans, hold on tight because the 2025 season is reaching its most decisive phase, and no one's been drawing more attention than Aaron Judge. This is the moment when every game, every hit, and every play counts, and the captain is more dominant than ever. The race for the American League MVP is heating up, and the big question is, will Judge win his third award? And beyond that, do the Yankees finally have a chance to claim the long-awaited World Series ring? Today, we're diving into every detail of this story, analyzing numbers, strategies, legacy, and future projections. Because what Judge is doing goes far beyond simple statistics. At 33 years old, Aaron Judge leads the major leagues with a batting average of .321 and is second in the American League with 43 home runs. But that's only the surface of what he's accomplishing this season. Meanwhile, Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners dominates MLB with 51 home runs and leads the American League with 113 RBIs, showing that Judge still faces strong competition. However, the real difference lies in Judge's consistency and overall impact on the game. He leads MLB in on-base percentage at an impressive .443, slugging percentage at .656, OPS at 1.099, and WAR at 7.5, and establishing himself despite as still playing at a high level. Every time he steps to the plate, he changes the dynamics of the game, forcing opponents to rethink their pitching and defensive strategies. What makes Judge even more impressive is the historical magnitude of what he is about to achieve. If he wins the batting title this year, he will become only the 10th player in the American League to combine 40 home runs with a batting title in a single season. For the Yankees, that would place his name alongside legends like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Mickey Mantle. These are players who not only left a mark on the franchise's history, but also defined entire eras of baseball. If Judge maintains this pace, he will also surpass Joe DiMaggio, becoming the fourth highest home run hitter in Yankees history, behind only Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, and Babe Ruth. Even though there's still a long way to go to reach those numbers, simply being in that conversation places Judge among the sport's elite. Beyond the impressive statistics, Judge's style of play deserves attention. He combines raw power, refined technique, and strategic intelligence. His swing is highly efficient, producing consistent launch angles and allowing him to maximize every hitting opportunity. Compared to other top players in the league, Judge has an impact similar to Mike Trout or Jose Abreu at their peak, but with the added pressure of carrying the Yankees' legacy and meeting the expectations of one of the most demanding fan bases in the world. Additionally, his patience at the plate and ability to take advantage of walks make him even more dangerous, maintaining an on-base percentage that few players can sustain over a full season. Judge's effect on the Yankees goes beyond individual statistics. Currently, the team is only 2 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays in the AL East and holds a 1.5 game advantage over the Boston Red Sox in the wild card standings. Every win is crucial, and having a player like Judge means the Yankees can adopt a more aggressive and strategic approach in the decisive stages of the season. He becomes a focal point in critical game situations, forcing opponents to adjust their pitching rotations and creating opportunities for other players to shine. Judge doesn't just produce numbers. He alters the tactical dynamics of every game, making him indispensable to the Yankees' ambitions. If Judge can maintain this level and win his third career MVP, he will join Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, and Mickey Mantle as the only Yankees to receive 3 MVP awards. This is not just a personal achievement. It is a historic statement, placing his name alongside some of the greatest players of all time. But the big question for fans remains, will this be enough to secure the long-awaited World Series ring? According to Fangraphs, the Yankees have a 12.4% chance of winning, the best in the American League, but still behind only the Los Angeles Dodgers, who lead with 16.3%. Every swing of Judge, every run to the base, will be crucial in the upcoming games, as the difference between success and failure can be minimal in this final stretch of the season. The The future of Judge and his impact on the team are fascinating to analyze. If he maintains this level, he can not only win the MVP, but also solidify his place in Hall of Fame, becoming one of the greatest Yankees of all time. He will continue to be the central piece of the offensive rotation, and by combining his power with other key hitters like Gleyber Torres and Anthony Rizzo, the Yankees could become virtually unstoppable in the decisive stages. For stats fans, it's worth noting that Judge should become only the 10th player in the AL to achieve 40 home runs and a batting title in the same season, a feat that few legends have accomplished. As we look toward the final stretch of the season, each game is a chapter in this epic story being written before our eyes. Judge is more than a dominant player. He is a symbol of what it means to lead, inspire, and push the limits of what is possible in baseball. Every hit, every step toward the base, every defensive play reinforces his presence and influence on the team. We are witnessing history, fans, and the narrative is far from over. The anticipation, the pressure, and the brilliance of Judge make every moment on the field an unmissable spectacle. So, fans, stay tuned. Aaron Judge is redefining what it means to be the Yankees captain. He leads MLB in nearly every major metric, chases his third MVP, breaks historic records, and carries the team on his shoulders toward glory. Every swing tells a story. Every run proves his greatness, and every home run is a step toward a legacy he will leave for the future. What's at stake is not just an individual award, but the opportunity to cement his place among the greatest players in baseball history. Alongside Ruth, Gehrig, Mantle, DiMaggio, and Berra, the race for the MVP and the World Series title is just beginning, and you won't want to miss a second of this spectacle. So tell me, do you think Judge will win the MVP and lead the Yankees to the title? The season is at its most exciting point, and every detail matters. Share your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you're a fan of the captain, and don't forget to subscribe to follow all the analysis and decisive moments of this historic season. News number 2, Yankees Nation. The tension has never been higher. The team is about to face a decisive game against the Toronto Blue Jays, leaders of the American League East. And once again, destiny seems to be testing the depth of the roster. Aaron Judge remains the guiding light of the team, but now the Yankees face another crucial issue. Paul Goldschmidt, the veteran first baseman who is still trying to recover from a mild knee sprain suffered in mid-August, could get hurt again in an extremely delicate moment of the season. Goldschmidt was available only in case of emergency for the second game against the Blue Jays, and so far there are no updates on his status, leaving the team in a tactical dilemma that could directly affect their chances of advancing. Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager, remains optimistic about the severity of the injury, but the situation is concerning. Goldschmidt has undergone further testing and has not hit well since the sprain. In his last 7 games, he has posted a batting line of just .130/.160/.174, with 4 hits and 1 RBI. In contrast, when healthy, the 37-year-old veteran has been reliable, with season slash line of .277/.328/.417 and 10 home runs. His importance to the team goes far beyond statistics. His presence provides stability at first base and strategic relief for the rotation of players in key positions. In Goldschmidt's absence, versatile Ben Rice has taken over first base, coming off a season in which he has primarily played catcher and first base. In the game against the Blue Jays, Rice managed only 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Goldschmidt did not enter late in the game as a pinch hitter, highlighting how much his absence can compromise the team's offensive and defensive options. And this gap, despite still playing at a high level, he needs to balance the return of veteran players, roster fatigue, and the need for quick decisions that could alter the course of the season. The situation becomes even more complicated when looking at Aaron Judge, who returned to the outfield after a hiatus due to injury. Judge's rushed return raised questions about team management and communication between manager and player. During the loss to the Blue Jays, Judge opted not to make a crucial throw to home plate, contradicting Boone's stated confidence that he was capable of making the play. This episode is not isolated. Nearly 3 weeks ago, Boone and Judge appear to have different answers to the same question. While Boone projected that Judge would not return this season, Judge suggested that Boone was not fully aware of his throwing program or his actual physical condition. With the possibility of new injuries, fans are left with an inevitable question. Who could be trusted at this critical moment? What we see is a team try and manage not only injuries, but also the relationship between leadership and key players, while each game becomes decisive to keep playoff hopes alive. Meanwhile, Giancarlo Stanton, who replaced Judge in the outfield, has shown resilience. Despite 2 years away from this position, Stanton has adapted and delivered solid performance, showing the team still has viable alternatives. But if Goldschmidt's injury persists, the Yankees could once again face a strategic juggling act similar to what has occurred between right field and the designated hitter. First base, a position that requires consistency both defensively and offensively, could become a vulnerability. If Rice cannot maintain his level or wears down under pressure, the Yankees' desired form for this final stretch of the season could be compromised. Every decision Boone makes is now amplified by context. The team is in a direct confrontation with the division leaders. Every game is crucial, and every tactical adjustment could determine the final standings. The alternation between Judge, Stanton, Goldschmidt, and Rice reflects the complexity of a season where injuries, veteran returns, and rotation strategies intersect in a high-pressure scenario. At the heart of it all is the need to maximize Aaron Judge's performance, who continues to lead MLB in nearly all offensive metrics while carrying the Yankees on his shoulders toward a potentially historic campaign. The question is clear. How will Boone and his staff balance health, performance, and strategy to keep pace against a determined opponent like the Blue Jays? This game is not just another matchup on the schedule. It is a test of resilience, tactical intelligence, and roster management. Every hit, every throw, and every decision from the dugout can determine the Yankees' future this season. Goldschmidt and Judge represent more than numbers. They symbolize the team's ability to overcome obstacles, and their physical health directly influences the confidence of the roster. At the same time, Stanton and Rice demonstrate that the team still has depth and alternatives, but relying on these pieces in decisive moments is a calculated risk that Boone must manage skillfully. As fans hold their breath, every detail of preparation for the game against the Toronto Blue Jays takes on maximum importance. The combination of recovering veterans, stars in top form, and substitutes who need to perform creates a cinematic scenario worthy of maximum tension. What is at stake is not just today's victory, but the legacy of the season, the path to the title, and perhaps the chance for Aaron Judge to solidify his place among the greatest Yankees legends in history. Every swing from Judge, every run from Goldschmidt, every adaptation from Stanton and Rice, all these elements intertwine in a drama unfolding with every moment on the field. So, fans, what should you expect from this decisive game? If Goldschmidt stays healthy, the Yankees have a powerful weapon in hand. If not, the tactical juggling becomes inevitable, and Boone's ability to manage his roster under pressure will be tested to the limit. Aaron Judge remains the heart and soul of the team, but Evie cannot carry all the uncertainties and challenges alone at this critical moment. Every decision, every substitution, and every strategic choice will determine whether the Yankees can keep their playoff hopes alive and achieve a potentially historic campaign. The season is at its most critical point, and the Yankees face not only a tough opponent in the standings, but also the harsh reality of injuries and difficult decisions. Every move on the field, every lineup adjustment, and every Boone strategy will be analyzed by fans and experts as the team tries to balance veteran returns with the need for peak performance. It is a true test of leadership, resilience, and adaptability, and the outcome of this duel could resonate not just this season, but in the recent history of the Yankees. So, fans, what do you think will happen next? Will the team overcome these challenges and keep the title race alive? Leave your opinion in the comments. Like the video if you are cheering for the Yankees. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow all the analysis, updates, and decisive moments of this historic season.